Welcome to the Blockchain Report, where we discuss all things blockchain technology, digital assets, DeFi, NFTs, and much more. Today's video will be taking you through Etherscan. This is part of our video series on Beginner's Guide to the Blockchain Ecosystem. We're diving into Ethereum, and this next video in the series, diving into Etherscan, which is the Ethereum Blockchain Explorer. This will give you an insight into basically everything about Ethereum, just about everything, as far as all the transactions, everything on the blockchain, wallets, tokens, etc. It's the Ethereum price, market cap, transactions, gas prices. There's a lot to dive into, but we won't. I'll do my best to keep you underwhelmed and give you a good understanding of this space. So Etherscan, basically it shows you all of the transactions that are going on in the Ethereum network across all different projects like Aave, Compound, Uniswap, Maker, just all sorts of and NFTs, sending transactions. So there's a lot. So let's just start off by the first interface. You got the price right here of Ethereum, the market cap, the last finalized block, and transactions. Oh, 5 minutes. Is that total? Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's million. Okay. Yeah. So 13 transactions per second on average. And the last safe block, unlikely to be reverted. And those don't really mean anything to you. The gas prices do have some effect. You can go here. Well, I'll just click on this. The gas-free tracker gives you an idea of what you're going to spend per transaction. It's OpenSea NFT transaction sales on average, what you're going to be spending, your Uniswap to swap a token. That's why Ethereum's not really the greatest to be doing heavy transactions on, or a lot of transactions on, because you got a lot of high fees associated with it. Layer 2s don't really have super high fees like this. I mean, it'll be, you wouldn't even see this on a lot of, like 25 cents on a lot of these layer 2 exchanges. So USDT transfers, SushiSwap, Curve, Balancer, Bancor, 1inch. You got all these transfers, sales. There's some NFT stuff. So it gives you good insight into what you'll spend on average down here. And it'll give you... Now this low, average, and high, when you send a transaction, let's say I go to my MetaMask wallet, right? If it opened up, okay. And I want to send. And I send, I don't have an address, but let's say I'll just go here. I'll find an address. I'm just going to take this, no, not that one. That's a contract. Okay, here you go. There's an address. I want to make sure it's an address. I go to my MetaMask wallet. Now I don't know whose wallet this is, and I'm not going to send anything, but I just want to show you. So this is an address. I go in here. I put 0.001 just to test it out. See, if you go to confirm, it will send it, but I want to go to, okay, enhance gas fees. Okay, this isn't going to be a great example, but there's a little gear that will show up that shows you, it'll show you your transaction speed, and you want to, actually I'll go to Ethereum mainnet. You can set it, your transaction speed, to low, average, or high, and it will push your transaction through faster than other people's who have a lower gas fees. So it's kind of tricky because you don't always want to spend the extra gas, but if you're trying to get an NFT minted or something that has time sensitive, something that is time sensitive, then you want to push the transaction through fast. Let me see if this comes up different. Okay, network is busy, gas prices are high. Okay, here you go. I was on the wrong network, that's why I was on the Optimism. So right here where it says market, it'll show you low, market, or aggressive, how much you want to spend in gas, or you can go to advanced, where this is a little more complex. I am not very well versed in this aspect of it. I just kind of leave it alone unless I do the low or high right here. And I'm just going to reject that because I don't need to do that. So yeah, this will give you a good idea of what you're going to spend on gas. And that is, and you pay your transaction fees in Ethereum. So if I want to send anything or buy anything, or yeah, just send, if you want to send money anywhere, if you want to buy things on here, if you want to just stake your token or invest it somewhere else, but on the Ethereum network, you have to pay in Ethereum. So just always make sure you have Ethereum, some amount of Ethereum in your wallet. Now, we go back. You can explore more of the gas fees and stuff too, but transactions shows you all the transactions. So I'll go to the very last page. Oh. Okay, showing 500,000 records. Oh, I was gonna see if we could try and find the last one. Okay, so it shows the last 500,000 records, and right here it shows the latest blocks and the latest transactions. So we'll go into a block. Actually, okay, I can't click on that. So the block height basically means what number block that is in the sequence of the Ethereum network. So when Ethereum started, this block height starts at 0, and that's the Genesis block. Genesis block is always your first one. This, I believe, is 0. And then when your first block is mined using proof of work, now Ethereum's using proof of stake, so it's a little bit different processing. But this shows the status. It's unfinalized. Timestamp shows you when this block was completed. In transactions, how many. Now each block has a certain number of transactions and contract interactions, and this is how you view. This is where your transactions get saved. So we can open this up. Transactions for this block. There are 147 transactions, and these are all transactions that you can't go back in here and change any of these. Like if I go to transactions right here, it shows the hash mark. This is your key identifier for the transaction itself, what method it was. So function executed based on decoded input data for unidentified functions, method ID is displayed instead. Fulfill advanced order, multi-call, transfer, add sequencer, L2 batch from origin, fulfill basic order, claim rank, join pool, all kinds of different, basically every function that causes you to, or that requires you to pay for a transaction, this will be it. Token transfers, token swaps, approve to have your wallet used, staking, just basic stuff. Swap ETH for tokens, transfer, mint, gold list. So this shows you all that. And this shows you what block it is. And since we're already in this block, these will all be the same. If we just go to, regular transactions, like if I go back to the home page and I just click on transactions right here, you see these blocks will be the same, and then you see it changes to 76, 1076, 1077. So these blocks are unfinalized, but you know what I'm saying? These records show what block they're in, and they'll be different when they change. So you see all these are in the same block. When they were created, the age of them. You can show you from an address or a contract. See, this is like a contract right here. And this is somebody's .eth address. Yeah, and if you remember from the last video, using Uniswap, this is a transaction that'll come up if you want to swap a token. And then it shows you the value of what you're transferring or swapping or whatever, staking, and the transaction fees. So now, after going through all that, let's dive into one of these transactions. So, actually, I'll show you. Oh, no, we'll go in here. We'll go to this. We'll do one from, so it looks like this transaction hash. This is your identifier for the transaction, status, what block it is, how many confirmations, timestamp, the transaction action, it's a swap. Okay. Swap, 67.2 MPWR for that much ETH. Yeah, I don't know what MPWR is. Oh, Empower token? Okay, so somebody swapped 67.2 Empower for that much ETH. Sponsored, sponsor banner, not there. So this is the sending party of the transaction. So this is the person who interacted with, or whoever's swapping it. This is their wallet. And if you go there, you can see this address and the tokens that they have and stuff that they've moved to, swapped. Yeah. So we don't know who owns this wallet. People can put their information on here, but a lot of people just keep their stuff kind of private. Yeah, you can view people's stuff, but it's not, you can't really do anything with it. So we'll go back here. It shows the contract that you interacted with. This is a Uniswap router, and these are the different functions that it did. So it transferred this Ethereum from wrapped Ethereum to Uniswap, and then from Uniswap to this person's address right here. You can see same address. So you're swapping these tokens, and when you send your tokens, Uniswap has to since nobody basically owns or runs it, nobody can just say, hey, you want to buy your tokens here. You have a contract that interacts with, and that's what this address is. This contract sends out an order, basically sends out an order for Ethereum, and replaces and takes, yeah. It basically takes an order. You have a contract for an order that you want to swap this much manpower or empower for this much Ethereum. The contract will then go out, get your order, bring it back, take your empower, and give you Ethereum right here. And the token's transferred from Uniswap to here, and then from here to Uniswap shows the tokens that were transferred, the value, transaction fee, and the gas price. And then there's more gas limit and usage, gas fees at the time, and how much Ethereum was burned, other attributes, input data, which you don't really need to, doesn't really matter. Private note, you can save a private note in here. Now the stuff is on here forever. You can't really change it. I do believe there have been some rumblings of Etherscan being able to censor transactions, so I don't know what's going on there, but nothing is 100% decentralized. So here's the internal transactions from the wallet address to the contract. And these are the different calls. Let me see, simple. Oh, this advanced. Okay. So here's all the different calls that it took to produce the transaction. And you can go in and look at all this. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. Got your data logs, where it went out and grabbed what you need. And this is really cool because you can see where everything is going to, coming from, the state of everything before and after, the difference. I mean, this is very detailed information. This is pretty wild. It's pretty cool. Can't get this kind of transparency with the government, can you? Through taxes. Where's my tax money going? Oh, I don't know. We can't tell you that. Here? Where's my tax money going? Okay, you're sending it from this address to this address. Let me go to this address and boom. Nah, man. So that's basically what the transactions look like. I'll go to my Etherscan and show you. So if you go to MetaMask, you can go to this little three button or three dots, view account on Etherscan, and it'll show you right here my address, my balance, Ethereum value, all these tokens that I got that, well, some are alright, but the graph. But some of these are just thousands of dollars right here, just gone to nothing. Love it. That's the fun part about crypto, man. You just blow a bunch of money, learn, and don't do it again. Some other tokens. These are a lot of NFTs and other tokens you may have. Now, you might see a bunch of tokens in here that are just bullshit, and they're just bullshit tokens that people make and send them to make you think that you have actual money. But this is basically my wallet, and you can see from all of the history, go back to the last page. I mean, over a year ago, there's this 721. Oh, yeah. So now we get into the interesting things. These are main transactions, and I don't really know how they separate these out, but for certain transactions, you have this transaction list. When you have internal transactions, I believe this is bridging. Yeah. Yeah, when you bridge from one network to another, like you want to move funds from Ethereum, which is the main network, to one of these other ones, Avalanche, Polygon, Moonriver, Arbitrum, Optimism. It'll show up here. And ERC20 tokens, these are just basically regular Ethereum-based tokens. You can see all the transactions. Then ERC 721. These are NFTs. Yep. Then ERC, I don't really know. Okay. I think this was an NFT from, Bebop, yeah. Interesting. I wonder if I can see this. I don't know what the different ERC numbers mean. They're types of tokens. Sometimes you can, by the token address, they can have a cheaper transactions. But this is basically everything. You got analytics. Yeah. And that's when I bought Aliens That Died. It's okay. It's all fun to see this, man. It's fun to see all of this. So then you can go in here and check and see, what did I do right here? Any swap. Let me go to my last. Let's check out one of the first ones. So there's a transfer. Let's check this block. This is July 21st last year. So I transferred some Ethereum is what it looks like. Okay, what's this address? Okay, that's Coinbase. Alright. Now we'll go to this block. Now this block was finalized back in July 2021. It was mined by Ethermine. Show the address for that miner. And this shows all the transactions. Uncle's reward, I don't know, block reward. Difficulty, total difficulty. This is all stuff for the miner itself. Yeah, if you go up here, you can view transactions, pending transactions, contract internal transactions, blocks, fork blocks, top accounts, verified contracts. Excuse me. See your tokens in here. And your resources, charts and stats, statistics, and more. For developers, you got all your API, your contract, different codes, DeFi transactions, all the DeFi stuff. You got your gas tracker, node tracker, Ethereum name lookup, different tools. As you can see, and also go into your profile. You can add a watch list and private name tags, token ignore list. There's a lot you can do, But that's really I wanted to cover. It's really powerful, gives you great insight into what's going on with the transactions and why your transaction may have failed or didn't go through, or if it did go through, you want to make sure it arrived on time. You want to say, okay, does this say success? And this is a great step towards transparency with finances and being able to show that, hey, this is verified. I paid this, or I haven't paid it. You can also see the comments in here, the state. It's a very, very awesome tool. And if you're ever curious, just come explore and see what you can learn. That being said, I appreciate y'all so much. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, peace.